What is up, guys? Jake here with the next Vainglory video, and this is another guild team that we ran. You can see I'm teamed up here with Ivan and with Machetius. We are doing a Ardan, Joule, Celeste combo and getting paired up against Kashka, Skarrf, and Saul. So not a traditional comp there. Probably some dissension on the other team about who wanted to play what, but they do have a very strong early game. Obviously, Saul in the lane and Kashka in the jungle. A lot of early game aggression that could be coming from them. What they're really lacking is that support role, though. So we knew if we get past the early game, we'd probably be in pretty good shape, just because of the fact of the team composition being a little bit stronger for us than the enemy. So going up in the lane, giving him a little bump to speed him along, and then just back down here, letting Joule start to build her farm up and get nasty, because Ivan on Joule does some really nice stuff in this match. Just getting our fronts and working our way back. The reason we went to the fronts first on this one is because you got Kashka. You know, you got to be careful. They can get your fronts really quick before you get there. So probably best when you go against a Kashka like that, just to get them and get out of the way. Plus, if they're going to do an early invade, maybe you've got a chance to react to it. Like I told you back in the video, go back to their backs or something along those lines. Go up in the lane just to try to remind these guys that they, we're there. They were giving Machetius a hard time 2-on-1, which we knew immediately once we saw that means Kashka's all alone in the jungle. So we immediately start to go down and invade in their jungle. Just let Machetius play it safe on his turret and try to get this kill. So we do come down and pick it up. I think we actually get that. Yeah, we stole that one minion as well. She comes in. I'm not sure why she would want to stay around, but gets the stun and gets the death. So right here, we're sort of waiting just for the backs to spawn, which is probably dumb because she had just killed them. And Skarrf's down here, and we're trying to bait Skarrf in, but he plays it pretty smart and hangs back. We should have probably just left right here. We got a kill, and we got one minion, call it a win. But he does come in, and I put a little damage on him, and then Joule obviously comes over and puts a lot of damage. But as soon as we get what we think we're going to get him, he falls back. We go back down in the jungle, and we're just sort of waiting here, again, for those minions. But Kashka's already back up because it's so early in the game. So right here, we probably were about to leave, and the minions pop. So we come over and try to take them. And all we're really focused on is getting those minions dead. And I think we get one. I think Kashka comes in and grabs one. Yeah, and I grab one there. But a lot of damage coming from Skarrf there. They do get the kill. But honestly, the kills mean so much less than the two minions that we took from their jungle early game. Plus, it pulled Skarrf out of the lane for a good bit to help Celeste out. So I would say, all in all, it was all right. Probably should have left after the kill on Kashka and just maybe wait for their fronts to pop or something like that. But we come back down, get our jungle back under control, start farming it up, and then get back towards the center here. Knowing that, again, we're probably going to have some of that early game aggression. There was our number 3 there was for some reason gone. I don't know if one of them came and took that or what, but the fronts were still up. So come up the back door again, just evade that scout mine, so I'm not sure they knew we were coming. 2-on-1 again, they're trying to put pressure. So we come in, put some real high damage on Saul there. He's not ready for it yet. Kashka does come in, however, and take out our Joule. Just fall back, protect the turret, try to keep damage off of it. They've got a little damage on it already, but not a lot. And again, I just wanted to sort of annoy them, try to keep any waves clear of my turret, and hopefully allow Machetius to come back up on Celeste there once everything's clear. I knew they fell down. The wave had pushed forward, so I come back down to the jungle. You see Kashka trying to sneak in and get some farm from us, but Joule's there just in time, gets it taken care of. Did get our middle and probably our front again. So we go right back to the lane. We know they're still putting this 2-on-1 pressure there. Get the stun off onto Skarrf, and I believe Skarrf goes down right here. One more shot is going to do it. Yep, right there. Saul gets away, but as long as we can get a kill in like that, we're all right. They did take our turret down already, but what do you expect when you got 1, it's a Saul, and 2, you've got Skarrf up in the lane, really trying to put pressure on there. So we'll come down, excuse me, come back down in here. We know Kashka again is all alone most of the time here, so come in, put some pressure on her, run her off of her own jungle, and come back to get her backs again. Skarrf does come down, but again, if you can get these backs early game, it's worth it. It's worth it if you die. It honestly is. They can't get back to yours in time. So Joule goes down there, but we take their backs. That's just robbing them of farm. And at this point, I'm just keeping them busy. I know I'm going to die here. There's no way for me to get away. But I've got Kashka busy. I've got Skarrf busy. And even Saul comes down to try to help out. So for at least a few moments, all 3 of them chasing me around the jungle. I consider that a win, again, especially when I got the minions out of it at their back. So get back up. You see Joule's already farming. That whole time Celeste is in the lane farming. It's just a good thing when you can do that. Come back down, get our farm back under control, start doing it again. And they are, Saw's being very aggressive here. Obviously, that's what Saw does. Skarrf comes down, so I come back up into the lane just to help Celeste. She's having a hard time. It's not Machias' fault. Anybody would have a hard time with 2-on-1, especially with Skarrf and freaking Saw. I mean, two very strong lane heroes. So a lot of trouble there. Get the kill on Saw, and then come in and put a little damage onto Skarrf. Joule is really starting to, get that build up a little bit and being a huge annoyance for the enemy team. Once we get on them, it's going to get worse once I get my gauntlet as well, because I can hold them in place. Right now, they're just sort of running away from it. We take their fronts, come back, and Kashka comes out. She didn't like us grabbing her fronts there. I just get my gauntlet and go ahead and drop it down. So now we isolate Kashka. Nice big red button there. Gets the kill on Kashka and then turn it, which is a 3-on-1. Beautiful stun by Machias coming in. Actually probably saved Ivan's life there. Took him out and then just immediately turned onto the gold mine. Saul shows up, but a 3-on-1. Bad decision there. Get the ace and the ace buff, which heals everybody up, and take that gold mine. So now we're looking pretty good, except for the fact that they're still up a turret, but obviously on gold, I think we're ahead here. And, just team composition now that I have the gauntlet and we're starting to get our builds in, I think we just have a better chance of winning team fights when they break out. Kashka's going to put a little pressure on us here, but we just sort of retreat back. There's no reason to fight there. They're fresh. Go back. We know we got all of our jungle essentially waiting on us, so we're going to go get that. They did get our minion mine, which we just let them have. Now they've got both of them, so I decided to take one of them back for a while. No big deal. But I don't like to let them have two of them, especially if we're down a turret like that. Just go ahead and take the other one back. But until then, I was just letting that help Machias out in the lane with that extra gold. So get the Stormguard banner and the clockwork going towards that contraption. Get back into the lane here. Right back down here, pressing again. You see Saul. There he is, already spooling up right there. Pretty bad decision. Look at the damage. I guess he's got no defense because a lot of damage coming at him. Then I drop the gauntlet, get the stun onto Skarrf. And Kashka sort of stays in it, then runs out. And just sort of, we split up here, and it wasn't a good, I don't know, we just didn't get it done. They both got away right there. But no big deal, we did get one kill. And now we're going to invade their jungle because that's what we can do. Actually, I think now I was going to try to come up here and get this turret. I want to get this turret down, so we was on Discord talking about it, trying to just push up with that advantage. But, Skarrf can clear those waves so quickly that it's hard to get it done. Right there, Skarrf taking a lot of damage. I come in probably a little bit too aggressive. A few shots from that turret, and then this nice stun there by Kashka, which allowed that turret to get the next shot off, which took me down. So pretty smart. Kashka paid for it with her life, but it also peeled me off of there. Grabbed the contraption and just waiting for the timer to get back up. Now that Saw's back up, no chance of getting that turret taken care of. Again, with a Skarrf and a Saw, getting a turret is pretty challenging work. They can just clear those waves almost immediately, and you have to just dive that turret as it is without any tanks for you. So come back down, meet Joule back in the lane, get these minions started up for her, or get the last hits on them, and then back to the middle. I think we getting a pretty quick scrimmage here. You see Celeste falling back. I think she needed to heal up. I got Candy right there for that gold mine. I knew they were going for it. Go ahead and put the gauntlet down. Take out Kashka real quick, or we get a lot of damage. I think she has to retreat. Skarrf is doing quite a bit of damage, and Saul actually soloed that gold mine with that candy on. I, for some reason, thought that gold mine, once I put that candy on, would do enough damage to him that he would have to peel off. But he, I guess, was spooled up, had enough defense and enough offense to get it taken down. But we do take their jungle for it and got a few kills for it as well. So come back down. And just decided to go ahead and trigger their vision. I knew they had vision on that gold mine, so I dropped some vision of my own and trigger theirs, get it out of the way. Back to the store, and I think right here we probably getting another pretty quick fight. We'll see. Back up in the lane. Again, that those two characters just were pretty much living in the lane the entire time. They really wanted to try to get those objectives quickly. I sort of rely on gold that way. Drop a gauntlet right there, catch two of them. Got to keep Kashka out. She has to sit there and watch as Saul goes down. The stun does go off on goodness gracious, on a Skarrf there, and we try again to put some pressure on this turret. But watch this. She starts clearing this wave very, very quickly. The turret's already targeting us. I take a few shots from it, but I didn't want to take another death. You see, Joule took a shot from it. We did get some good damage on it there, but just can't quite get the finish on it. So we come back down to the jungle. Just go ahead and try to take back this gold mine. I don't think that they'll come down and try to fight us 2-on-3 here. because I don't think their third was back up yet. So go back down, grab that reflex block, building towards an Aegis, I believe here, not an Aegis, Crucible. Back up into the lane, they're already being aggressive again. We come up behind them, get a little bit of damage onto Skarrf, and I believe he goes down. Maybe he gets out of there. Thought he got, and I dropped this gauntlet again because I wanted to, they're all so low. I didn't want to get in the way, even though we had to fight in front of the turret. You see 2 of them get stunned there. We take Saw out. I'm going to go down to the turret, but this does allow them to get the ace right here, that ultimate from Celeste. Takes out the last, the Kashka there. So, or actually right there, that takes out Kashka. But that gets us the ace. It was a 2 for 3 trade, but that also allowed us to finish that turret off. So I think it was worth it. I think it was the right move to force the fight right there, even though it was under the turret. Getting that one out of the way was a big game changer because they couldn't just stand up there and keep the waves clear and have that safe zone. Now they actually have to fight us, which we obviously have the advantage at this point. I think we were probably beating them on gold. And again, you go back to the team composition, having a true support class with some crowd control versus those guys not really having that. But they do keep continuing to press the lane. I think that's their whole objective here, is try to just get through those turrets as quickly as possible. Come in with a gauntlet and get another double stun on them. A lot of damage going down on Saw there. He has to retreat. And again, now they can't retreat back to this to their turret. You see the damage going on him really, really quickly. Kashka does come out to try to help out. Joule goes up and gets the kill on Saw, finishes it off, and then we start putting damage onto Skarrf. He has to retreat, and Kashka as well. They cannot stand in a fight with us right now. So we're trying to really press that advantage and just come down and control their jungle and not really let them get any more farm than they can get in the lane. Just continue to aggravate here, keeping this wave clear so our waves can push through. They have to stay there. They have to deal with it. Otherwise, that turret will start taking damage. I'm just laying scout mines everywhere. Right there, you see another turret coming in. So we're going to come up and put a little bit of damage on this turret. Kashka comes out, so put a little damage on her. You see right there, a lot good hits on that turret. At this point, we're putting out enough level 12 on my jungle and my laner, so putting out a lot of damage there, which is, even just a few shots is substantial on a turret at this point. So Saul does finally rejoin the fight. We come back and just sort of fall back away from that turret and eventually just say, okay, screw it, we'll go back into the lane or into the jungle. Take some of their farm and go back to the store, buy again, just continue to try to increase the advantage that we have over them right now. So they come down, probably a mistake there. I jump up, get Saul isolated. He gets stunned by Joule and just absolutely deleted there by Celeste and Joule. And then they have to retreat again. Now we have advantages. You see how this sort of happens when you can continually pick one off like that and then have the 2-on-3 advantage. They have no choice. They have to retreat. They can't fight. Which allows us to control the map, control the jungle. If we want to, like right here, come down and even take a crack. And if they come down, they know what will happen. They could take a chance at a last shot, but if they come down for an actual fight, they know they will just die. So get the Kraken killed, get the lane cleared up, come down and grab that minion mine, and then making our push here. And this is actually the winning push. I mean, we won Kraken, and it was GG. He comes up, we're just being patient, waiting for them to engage. I come in with a gauntlet again, get the stun, I believe, on Saul. Maybe not, but get Kashka taken out. Saul's right there. He's pretty much committed. He's not going anywhere, and he gets deleted as well. He just does not have enough damage, has not gotten enough farm to put out real serious damage to us. We can sort of take it, and he's down before it's too late. So Skarrf just trying to put damage onto the Kraken, but really not able to do a whole lot. He's got about a fourth of his life left, which is all we need coming into these last 2 turrets. Just really sort of ignoring Skarrf and putting the damage on those turrets. You see how quickly it goes down. And then right here, I didn't mean to target that Vayne. I think I was tapping and it just sort of happened. But the second turret goes down, and with all 3 of us there, obviously the Vayne is going to follow quickly thereafter. Just again, ignoring Skarrf, letting him do his thing. And, he just didn't have the damage to take us out. So a nice win there for the guild team. Again, probably one of those deals where we, going against people in solo queues, they don't have a good team composition. They don't have good teamwork, and this is what happens. So you see Machetius and Ivan obviously just absolutely dominating, but give everybody a thumbs up because they did stick with it. They tried. Looking at the builds here real quickly, as soon as we switched over, looking at Machetius going with an Eve, a Broken Myth, and I don't know what he was building towards the end there, but did have that Fountain as well. Looking at me, just straight defense, Fountain, Crucible, had some armor, and that contraption. And then looking at Ivan, the Sorrow Blade, a couple of monocles, and then probably going for a breaking point at the end there. I'm not sure. Maybe a tornado trigger. I'm not sure what he was going for at the end. But just killing it. Looking at Saul, you can see he did get the Serpent's Mask and the Sorrow Blade, but that's as far as he got. Skarrf only got the Eve of Harvest, so that's why he was not putting out any damage there at the end. We could just stand in it, and Kashka getting the Aftershock, the Eve, and that was pretty much it for her. Plus a fountain there on Kashka. So good try to the other team. Good job. A low kill affair. Look at that, 19-9. That's not a lot of kills really, but got the job done and got the win. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, Jake, doing my best to help you guys suck less.